Hey everyone, it's Moonkin FTW, back with another episode of the RCT3 Coaster Challenge. In this episode we're tackling the Hershey Stormrunner, which of course is based off of the Hershey Stormrunner in Hershey Park. And for this roller coaster I got a little bit of a treat for you guys, because I'm going to make kind of a variation on Top Thrill Dragster in Cedar Point. It's not going to be as high, it's not going to be as fast, but it's going to have a few extra elements. So you can see there that it has that iconic top hat, and it has a bit of a brake run to slow down the train into a nice airtime hill and a few extra corners. So that's kind of the idea behind this roller coaster, and of course a nice lengthy brake run to slow down the train. So that is it in terms of the design. It's actually quite simple and straightforward, but what is going to be really cool is I'm actually going to make the same support tower, if you will, that is on Top Thrill Dragster, and you'll see that come to life as I'm building it. And I'm using JCat Steelworks for this one, and you'll see it come to life right now. And I think it looks really sweet, and really happy with how this roller coaster is going to turn out. So I'm also going to use, of course, the same coloring theme. So the supports will be yellow, and of course the track will be red, and the launch section will be red and white, just like Top Thrill Dragster. So I am going to have to make a few minor adjustments to this build, where I kind of messed up with one level of the horizontal beams, if we will. So there is a bit of adjustment here, and that's, I can't do everything perfect in one go, of course. And I'm also a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to some of these designs. So when something is not 100%, I always just change it and make sure it's up to how do you say, up to snuff in terms of my own demands in terms of quality and precision. So here we go, we're going to finish it up. Now you can see that the top support doesn't quite reach the track, so I'm going to lower the track just a little bit and then have a small beam connect to the top. So we're just going to modify that a little bit and see what we can do here to connect it. Here I'm going to connect this piece to the top section. And then we're going to move on to create a little bit of a support beam towards that top section of the top head. A lot of tops. And yeah, it works out quite well. It's not 100% perfect, but in some ways it's never going to be. Of course, I'm also going to make some connector pieces for the vertical track that the whole, the giant top hat is connected to this support. So it takes a little bit of figuring out, but eventually I'm able to figure it out by making a pre-made design and just spamming that here and there throughout this roller coaster. So yeah, we're going through it, going through the motions. It's looking quite nice. And of course, just like Top Thrill Dragster, it has this 270-degree turn, and it comes with this very unique type of support, so I have that as well, as you can see there. And of course I'm going to add the yeah, like the catwalks or the platforms that the other supports have as well. The other supports meaning the realistic Top Thrill Dragster. And from there now we can start making the other supports. And I'm going to use Moby Steel Jungle, because that is of course one of the best looking add-ons for supports, in combination with Odie's Coaster Goodies for those really nice footers. And yeah, we're just going to spam this over and over again. And yeah, in terms of support design, this doesn't owe me a lot of time, because there's a lot of straight pieces which are low to the ground like this, so I can just spam it over and over again. And also some of the banked sections, I also have pre-made designs for that. It's just mostly this support for the big top hat that I had to kind of custom fabricate, if you will. So here we're going to go ahead and check out the support, the bank supports, which I am going to modify a little bit. So right now I have them outward. I will change them back to inward in just a bit. And you'll see that, because they work quite okay, but they don't quite hit the track, so I'm gonna have to do some minor modifications here and there. Here you can see I'm choosing for an inward variant, if you will. I'm gonna change the top, if you will, the connecting piece, and I'm gonna make it all yellow, just like the just like Top Thrill Dragster. I do like to say it looks quite good in black train and yellow supports, but here it is getting the iconic color scheme from Top Thrill Dragster. So now we're just going to build some flanges with the bigger supports, and we're going to of course add a catwalk for the brake run, the final brake run. And of course we're going to add a station, which is one of my favorite pre-made designs. I think it looks quite well. And that is pretty much done in terms of the coaster. So here I'm going to just go ahead and add the queue that connects with the exit, and it's going to connect to the entrance of the park. So from here on out, the how do you say, like the basics or the foundation of the roller coaster is pretty much done. So now it's all about the scenery. So I'm going to add some tents for the queue line where the guests can wait in the shade on a hot day. And I'm also going to add some fencing around the track to make sure it's all fenced off. Because I have another idea for the texture, the ground, if you will. And you'll see that as we go through this video. So first I'm going to just wall off or fence off everything here. Till that's nice and complete. And as you can see, I'm going for this kind of pavement texture. And I think that actually looks quite nice. You know, some people might not like it that much, but I think it looks quite good. So I'm going to add some foliage, of course, around the coaster so it doesn't look too bland if you're riding it. And yeah, that should pretty much be it for our little Hershey Stormrunner, which is totally not like a Stormrunner, but more like an intimate launch coaster. But I wanted to give it my own spin. And yeah, there's a little bit of tweaking left. Gotta save it. And there we go. There's our little iteration of Top Thrill Dragster. I think it looks really cool. You got that iconic top hat, which might not be as big. The launcher might not be as fast. But it has this really cool airtime hill and then some quick turns. So I'm actually quite happy the way it turned out. I think it looks quite awesome, if you ask me. This is another one in the bag. Generally speaking, I go for some, you know, different designs when it comes to the Hershey Stormrunner. But for now, I wanted to make a Top Thrill Dragster look-alike. So let's go ahead and ride this. Here we go. There's the launch. Oh, that's a lot of speed into the top hat. Oh, that's a nice view down. 270 return. Into a brake section to slow down the train a little bit. Into a top hat. Or excuse me, the airtime hill. And then some final fast corners into the brake run. And there we go. That's quite nice. Yeah, I like it. Nice. Yeah, that's really good. I really like this design. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's the episode 18, I believe, in the bag for the Hershey Stormrunner. I'll be back with another episode. But until then, thank you very much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.